Songwriters can find endless inspiration from the Psalms in the Bible. Today, we are starting a new songwriting series based on Psalm 18. In this video, we will focus on some major themes and place them into a song structure. Comment with the word song if you would like to learn more about inspiration for your songs from the Psalms.
Here are some of the strongest worship song themes in Psalm 18. This psalm is powerful because it moves from desperation to victory, from rescue to praise. It blends intimacy, strength, warfare, gratitude, and awe. The first one we want to share with you is God as Refuge and Defender. One of the dominant themes is God as a safe place in trouble. The key imagery for this theme are the following words: rock, fortress, deliverer, shield, and stronghold. These metaphors create strong worship language because they are emotional and visual.
That's right, Joseph.
Here are some possible lyrical angles. You are my hiding place. When everything shakes, you remain. My defender in the battle. You hold me steady. The key verse for this theme is, the Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. That is verse 2. David goes into great detail through the psalm to tell many stories of God fulfilling all of these roles.
Amen. That is so good. What a very powerful theme, isn't it?
Very much so.
So when I saw this one, I was thinking chorus. This would be great for our chorus when we write this song from Psalm 18.
Right?
Now the second theme is God rescues the crying heart. Now in the Bible, crying is not necessarily shedding tears. It's like calling out to God. You're crying out to God. You're calling on His name. You're requesting His help.
Right.
So want to get an understanding for this. This is not someone just feeling sad, right? So Psalm 18 begins with distress and crying out to God. Worship songs built from this theme often connect deeply because they feel honest and personal. So we've heard many worship songs that start out like this, in the first verse at least, where the psalmist or the songwriter is calling on God, crying out to Him. So you can write from this theme like this. Here's one way: God hears prayer. And Psalms 18:3 says, I will call upon the Lord who is to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. Wow. Now another way you can use this theme is God responds personally. Psalms 18 verse 19 says, He led me to a place of safety. He rescued me because He delights in me. I love that verse. And other translations, this was New Living Translation for that verse, they'll say, He brought me to a large place. And you think of, wide open spaces, freedom, no limitations, right?
Right.
So in the New Living, it says a place of safety. He rescued me because He delights in me. That's so beautiful. Now, another way to use this theme is God comes near in suffering. Psalms 18:16 says, He reached down from heaven and rescued me.
Right.
He drew me out of deep waters. Wow, that's very visual, isn't it?
Very much.
You've seen people get rescued when they get pulled out of the water because they're sinking or they're drowning and they don't know how to swim. Wow. So I love this part of the theme here.
Yeah.
No cry is ignored. God even hears the cries of those who don't know Him. I mean, how else would people get born again for the first time if He didn't hear their cry, right?
That's right, yes.
What a good God. Wow. Psalms 18:6 says, But in my distress I cried out to the Lord. Yes, I prayed to my God for help. He heard me from His sanctuary. My cry to him reached his ears. That's so beautiful, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So no cry is ignored. God hears the cries, and he especially he pays attention to the cry of the righteous. That's in the New Testament. He hears our cries. He's ready to help. He's ready to answer. So here's some possible chorus ideas. Now this is if you use this, crying out to God and he hears our cries. He's going to rescue those who cry out to him. You can say, he heard me when I called. Heaven moved when I prayed. That's really good. You came for me. Oh, or you could say, you came and rescued me. I think I've heard that in a song before. Yeah. This theme works especially well for a verse to chorus emotional lift. And you'll hear a little more about that when we put this into like a song order with the parts of the song.
Our third theme that we want to share with you is victory through God. David repeatedly emphasized that victory comes from God and not from human strength. Themes you can write from are as follows. God trains and strengthens. Psalms 18:34. He teaches my hands to war, so that my arms can bend a bow of bronze.
Whoa, that's really strong.
The next one is God empowers weakness. Psalms 18:17. He delivered me from my strong enemy and from those who hated me, for they were too strong for me. The next one, God gives victory over enemies. Psalms 18:39. For you have girded me with strength for the battle. You have subdued under me and caused to bow down those who rose up against me. The next one is courage through God's presence. Psalms 18:18. They confronted and came upon me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my stay and support.
Wow. That would give you confidence, wouldn't it? To know that the Lord is holding you up. He's staying right there with you. He's keeping you strong, right? That definitely gives you confidence. So good, isn't it?
Here are some possible lyrical ideas. You make me brave. By your strength I stand. You fight for me. I run through walls with you.
Wow.
This theme works well for energetic worship songs.
Wow, yeah, I could see you. You would need some energy in your music for those lines, wouldn't you? Those are really good. Running through walls, I think I'd like to see that. Wouldn't you? Sounds like a great movie.
Yeah. Running through walls.
I'm thinking that we'll have an energetic song out of this because there's so much activity in this psalm and so much deliverance and rescue and God winning battles for David and through David. So right. Good. Mm-hmm. So our next theme is a lot lighter than the others so far. God brings light into darkness. A beautiful theme tucked inside Psalm 18 is illumination and hope. I really like this. The key verse is, you, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. Now, only God can do that, right?
That's right.
Only God can do that.
Only.
So we really love the Passion Translation of this verse. God, all at once you turned on a floodlight for me. You are the revelation light in my darkness. And in your brightness, I can see the path ahead. Isn't that great?
That is great.
When you can't see a way out of your situation, God will turn on that floodlight, won't he? A lot of times it's through his word. He'll bring you to something in the word that just turns on a light, and suddenly you see a solution. Suddenly you see a way through to get out of that situation or to deal with that situation the right way. You know, there are many ways that God works in situations. It's not always to just bail us out, right? Sometimes there's some things we have to walk out and get through that valley or through that difficult time, right? David understood that very well. So this is a strong modern worship theme because it connects with all of these things here: hope, renewal, guidance, healing, and spiritual awakening. Now, we're not talking about any kind of spiritual stuff out there that's not based on the Bible. We're talking about awakening to God, being more aware of God, hearing from God, and getting answers. That's the kind of spiritual awakening we're talking about. And David had this happen time and time again. God would speak things to him. And if that could happen for David, who hasn't even known about Jesus yet, didn't get to experience being born again, it certainly can happen for us, right? And we want people to experience that with our songs, right? That would be so powerful, that they're actually getting more aware of God, and they're seeing like a light turn on when they sing this song, that they will get a relief from their situation. They'll have hope again. They'll see an end to the situation. We call it the light at the end of the tunnel, right? That's amazing what can happen during worship. And I've had it happen. I've had healing happen during worship. I've had emotional healing during worship. I've gotten answers to things that just I could not figure out, what to do or which way to go. But that's so powerful, because worship is not just singing songs and, hoping God is enjoying the music or enjoying our singing. No, we're connecting with God spirit to spirit. We're singing his word, and we're going to see that word come to pass. Right, Joe?
That's right.
Yes. So some possible lyric lines are: you light my way. You turn night into morning. I like that. Your light leads me forward. Because like David said, now he could see the path ahead because of the light. And that goes along with Psalm 119, right? The Lord is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. David also wrote Psalm 119. Can you guess? Yes. So you can see which steps to take and where to stay on the right path. So good. So your light leads me forward. So these lyric lines could actually be inserted in different parts of your song. You don't have to have a whole verse dedicated to this, or a whole chorus or a whole bridge. But, if you want to, you can expand this concept to do that, because it's really just one verse in the psalm. I looked to make sure. Well, yeah, it's just one verse, but it's so rich. It's full of inspiration there. So you can weave this into your song in different places with the theme of healing and restoration, revelation and renewal, or guidance from God during a difficult time.
Now here is a song structure that's possible from Psalm 18. A worship song based on this psalm would naturally flow like this. Verse 1, trouble, fear, crying out. The pre-chorus, God hears and responds. Chorus, you are my rock, my deliverer. Verse 2, God's power and rescue. The bridge, victory, strength, overcoming. And the final chorus, gratitude and praise.
That's good. That's good. It sounds like it covers a lot of the themes from this psalm. And there were several more that I didn't include in this video, but it is a very rich psalm. There's just so much to write from. So you find your favorite parts that you want to dive into and create from. So in our next video, we will write a chorus for our new song from Psalm 18. We will see you over there.